Reality is that if what you want is to be successful, there's a million different success and productivity tactics and all that kind of stuff. But what you actually need to do, the only thing you actually need to do is to work. Wake up and go straight into work. Start working right after waking up. That's the thing. You don't really need to do anything else besides that. So, why you aren't? I know there's a lot of things. I, for example, promote three core self improvement habits, which are working out, meditating, and reading. And they are really important. Just how, learning things, just knowledge is going to get you very far. Learning and understanding that kind of thing is going to be really important for you. But the main task of your day should be the thing at which you want to become successful. And that's the thing, man. If you really want to become successful, you just need to pick one thing that you're going to shoot for. Let's say, for example, you want to become a YouTuber, right? The only thing you really need to do is to record videos. Just to talk to the camera. Just record videos. Get better at talking to the camera. Of course, it would be smart for you to pick up in a specific niche. It would be smart for you to start talking on a specific subject, to learn about that subject, to start educating people, to become an educational YouTuber, because then you can become a really good entrepreneur, because you can sell a digital product based on your knowledge. You can sell that digital product and you can become really rich at it. You can become really good at it. You can provide a lot of value to people. You can help them. You can build a community. And there's a lot of things you can do with it. The sky is the limit. But the reality is that doesn't matter how many tactics you do, doesn't matter how many things you do, if you are not doing the work, then you're doing nothing. That's the only thing. You can even still have your bad habits or whatever. You can do bad habits. But if the first thing you do every single day when you wake up is to go for for your one thing, your one task, right? Your one high leverage task, you're still going to be successful. That's why you can see celebrities and you can see all these big entrepreneurs, right? That are fucking degenerates, that party a lot, that drink a lot, that do a lot of bad things, and they are still successful. Why? Because the first fucking thing they do as soon as they wake up is to work on their high leverage task. And you don't need that much time. You can literally do like 3 hours of deep work as soon as you wake up on your high leverage task. Just do that. And you're going to realize that by doing that, just by doing that with consistency, you're going to achieve success. Because if you're doing your highest impact task for 3 hours into a deep work, just like getting into a flow state, using all your brain power and concentration right in the morning when you must power have, when your cognitive abilities are the best, bro, you will realize that you are invincible. You will realize how much shit you can get done. Do that for a couple of days and you will realize that you are on the right track. Do that for a couple of months and you will start even making money already. That's what happened to me. Of course, I have been into self-improvement for 3 years. I have been doing a lot of things, and I do have a lot of good habits. I have stripped away all my bad habits already. But even with the bad habits, even with a lot of bad stuff, even if you're not really meditating and working out, you can still be successful. Of course, you're not going to be strong. You're not going to be have such a good mental health. You're not going to you're not going to be very knowledgeable, and it's going to cost you a lot, even on business and on all that kind of stuff. You're not going to be ready to take in knowledge consistently, but you can still being a dumbass, you can be successful as long as you're working hard on the highest leverage task that you can think of. For example, on a business, or just doing making content, building a personal brand on YouTube or whatever. Still, you can make insane progress out of it, even if you're not doing the good habits. So I want you to realize that success comes from consistency at one thing, at that thing that you want to do. That's why what I recommend you is to build up your day in such a way that that one thing has priority. That one thing is the thing that you do as soon as you wake up. For at the beginning, maybe just half an hour, but as soon as you get better, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. When you have been a year doing this shit and you're doing 3 hours of the work every single day, when you wake up, trust me, you're going to get incredible results. And that's the thing. That's what happens when you stick to something with consistency for a long period of time. Because with practice alone, you can get pretty far. When you implement the three components of every meta skill, which are practice, reflection upon your practice, and theoretical knowledge applied to your practice, then you can become the best at anything. And that's the thing, man. Like I said, what I do recommend you is to implement first thing in the morning a deep work session of your main task. Let's say record videos or work on your business. I do recommend you, for example, this is the best business model, at least to me. I do believe it's the best business model in any case. But you can as well, for example, let's say you have some, let's say you have a programming tutoring business and you're going to teach people how to program, right? Let's say that's what you do. Let's say you don't want to jump into YouTube, which is a very stupid idea because jumping into YouTube is the best thing you can do for almost anything that you want to pursue. But let's say you don't want to do videos about programming, teach people about programming, and eventually start picking up clients from there. So the other thing that you can do is cold reach outs. You don't have money to pay somebody to do cold reach outs for you. So what you need to do is start making enough money from doing cold reach outs yourself, let's say into Discord servers, into school communities, into all these places, right? In which you're going to be interacting socially with people, getting to know people, understanding their problems, understanding their needs, and seeing which one of them are good fits for your program. So you can offer to them or to people who they know. You learn sales in the process. I do recommend you, for example, to read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a very, really good book, especially for sales. It's going to teach you a lot about how to interact with people and actually get them to a place in which you can uh, offer them what you want to sell and be successful at it. Have way higher closing rates, and you do that kind of reach outs, and you build up your a customer base. You make enough money to pay monthly or weekly or whatever. I don't know how, because I have realized that on commission it doesn't work that well. People don't usually, I don't know why, but people don't usually work on commission. They rather just work on an hourly rate or something like that. So you pay somebody to do reach outs for you, right? And then you can have like a sales team. By having a sales team, you don't need to do marketing, just social media marketing. But it's a really dumb idea not to take advantage of this. Of course, the other way, you can do that and get results faster, but they are not compounding to the level in which they could compound here. This is social media marketing is like delayed gratification, because you're building up an audience from the ground up, and it can blow up at any moment. You can go viral and you can get millions of customers. The other way is just a grind, a harder grind. Here, the grind is in front of you. In the other way, the grind is just all the way around, instead of being the grind in front of you, and when you go back, when you pass that grind, then you have the results compounding. But yeah, that's the thing. I recommend you to implement your task, your main task at the beginning of the day, then jump into the rest of your timetable. I build a timetable to the minute, to the hour, right, of everything that you're going to be doing, your course of improvement habits. And after just going through your main task, let's say record the videos or do the reach outs and whatever, right, do the work, the high leverage task, then what you're going to be doing is meditating, working out, and reading. Reading, the part of learning, is really important. This should be your basic attack. The biggest part of your day should be learning, because it's also one of the easiest at some level. Reading might not be the easiest for you right now, but if you set a really low bar, let's say 2 pages per day, right, and the rest of your day to learn would be like through uh, long format content. Let's say long format educational content like podcast. Let's say you are learning about business, then you jump into Chris Williamson's podcast and you go to a podcast of him with Alex Formosi, right? You go through good quality long format content by Alex Formosi, not his clickbaity bullshit stuff like fast paced, highly edited videos. Not that shit. I'm talking about 1 hour to 2 hour videos by Alex Formosi explaining in depth business concept, teaching you exactly how to build your offers, how to handle marketing, and all that kind of stuff. Go through it. Get into courses. You got my course. It's entirely for free. I'm giving it away. It's on my channel. It's probably on the description of this video right now. And at the end of the video, it's probably going to be there as well. So the Lion Racers course, you got that for free over 6 hours, 8 modules. It's all like segmented and all. You can watch it on the playlist if you rather just have that in that way. You have also the entire template, right? The the Notion template to follow along with the course with all the resources there for you. You can copy the Notion template and save it into your own Notion account for free. It's everything for free for you. And you have also another Notion template from me that should be very useful as well, which is for identity shifting, basically, because your habits flow from your identity and the way you perceive yourself. So in order to change your habits to for a long-term results and to stick to them, and also to get initial motivation from 4 to 7 days at the beginning, that is going to give you this boost, that's going to help you a lot. But I do recommend you to stick to this practice for at least 100 days, is affirmations. Not any kind of affirmations, not those wishy-washy bullshit affirmations that you find online that white rich girls do. Do not fall for that shit. Trust me. The affirmations you must do are in this manner, in the manner that I teach you in that Notion template. Just go for it right now. It's on the link in the description. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn exactly how to do that. You need to write it down yourself. The affirmations, you need to write them down yourself, and in a very compelling language that you feel like, that you feel very inspired by. It needs to be that way. It needs to be written by yourself, for yourself, in a very sophisticated way, in a very sophisticated manner, so it feels inspiring. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. I hope you like the scenery and all that kind of stuff. I just decided I had already recorded like 2 videos for today, to be honest, like two half an hour videos for you right at home. But since I was going to take my morning walk in the park, just get some sunlight and all that kind of stuff, I thought it would be like a good idea to show you the surroundings, where I live and all that kind of stuff, and just take you on the walk. I had never done this exactly, just take you exactly on the walk that I do every morning to the park and all that kind of stuff. Also, I haven't done my grounding yet. So you can see I'm still walking with shoes and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the the ride, bro. And really important to get sunlight in the morning to spike your cortisol levels at the right moment. Um, it's really good for your circadian rhythm, and especially just getting sunlight is really good for your testosterone levels. You saw a butterfly. It's really good to be in nature, man. It will make wonders for your uh, mental health. It will make you feel so much better. So yeah, that's it for today. I believe. I think 3 videos for today is just more than enough. And yeah, man, just become this productivity machine. Just build a legacy. Build something great for yourself. Live for something greater than yourself. And enjoy life. Enjoy this fucking amazing game. Because this is a game, and this is better than any video game that you could ever play. It's way more realistic. Trust me, it has better graphics. You already know this. Bro, this is the way. And it can be way more addictive and way more engaging than any video game. And it's not going to get you depressed uh, after just a couple of years of playing. It's delayed gratification. Unless you're going to live for 1,000 years, you're not going to be bored by it. Unless you're Brian Johnson. So just remember to dream big, to try and shoot for big things that you really want to do and that feel compelling, but act small and consistently. Delusion backed up only by words It's just delusion, but delusion backed up by relentless action. That's called faith, brother. Duty, honor, and pride. Remember.